Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to get 7,000 trophies in Clash Royale, and I did push it pretty early season, so we are still pretty high in the world, and we're only like 8 days into the season, so it's not that huge, but it's also not the first week of the season, it's technically the second week of the season, so we actually peaked it, let me pull it up here, 681. And I thought that was pretty cool because I definitely flexed that a lot. We're also top 50 USA, so we'll hope to keep this streak going throughout the season. Also, I secured my first GT badge, I think, so that video will be coming pretty soon. Let's get into some replays, and I'm going to help you with some lava. Up first is a matchup versus Egolem. Also, we're flipped backwards again. I don't know why we're flipped backwards again, but it's just how it is. You see the rage spell come down, never play a lava into it. I played a lava into it. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't play a lava into it. I think I played a lava into it. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just always, it always ends up badly because when you play a lava into it, I didn't do it. I played tombstone first. Tombstone right there is often my best starting play with any lava deck running tombstone. The lava first play is always going to be in the opposite lane of the tombstone, and also it's lava second play, so you can't tell me, oh, you lava first play. This is really nice situation here because we have a tombstone up, of course, and we're up 1 elixir and we have 10 elixir on the board, so it's very nice. So we go with the loon behind, and he goes with the inferno dragon, and the problem here is our tombstone's almost dead, so that's kind of annoying. But what's going to happen here is he spends a ton of elixir defending our Lavaloon push, which means he can't afford to arrow zap over there on that tower, and so we get 2,000 damage and also deal a ton of damage to his push before it gets a lot of damage as well. And then just look at this, we're tied in elixir now, and we have an 800 point lead. Point is probably not the right word there, but here I'm thinking this is going to be the best play because the Mega Minion is behind the Valkyrie, and if it wasn't, it would have still taken the tower, but since it was behind, that was just more cleaner, I guess. And why I did that play was because I know he just used I-drag, E-drag. There's nothing he could have done to stop that push, so we were perfectly fine. No problemo there. We get a tombstone down, and it's actually later this time, so that it stays alive and pulls that Egolem, the lean golem. Anyways, he goes with the arrow zap spell here to take out the doesn't even matter. He goes with the arrow zap, but by that point, we have a Valkyrie down. Valkyrie's so good in this meta. And just like that, we're up an elixir, and we decide to go in because the only way you can reliably win this is if you can pressure him on offense. And there's a catch, because if you pressure him on offense and it doesn't take enough time off the board, he ends up with a massive counter push, and then he just goes Egolem in front of it, and then it's just like unstoppable. But as you can see there, he went with the healer because he had to on defense, and just like that, absolutely no counter push, which means we are able to defend it against beatdown decks like this with Golem and Lavaloon and Egolem and stuff. You want to make sure you do your best job to make sure that you don't go with pushes that are just going to be unsuccessful, because then he's going to get a counter push off of it, and it's going to be really bad for you. So I definitely recommend that you don't do that. You make sure that you're either playing more defense than offense, or making sure that you kill his counter pushing units. Or if you can't do those things, then I wouldn't recommend going in on offense. We are not backwards this time, ladies and gentlemen. We actually do have a matchup versus Lavaclone, and it's going the right way, so it's not going to mess with my mind. Lavaclone plus 41 trophies. I got 41 trophies from this win. I have never gotten 41 trophies before, so this was crazy that this happened. I was stunned when it happened. I was just like posting in Discord and Twitter. I was like, oh, actually, I didn't post it on Twitter. I should probably do that. Remind me to do that in the comments. Like the video checkpoint, because of Lumberjack at the bridge. We just stop him with the Valkyrie, because the Valkyrie is a 4-for-4. It's not ideal, but neither is taking a bajillion damage from the Lumberjack, so let's be honest, just go with the Valkyrie there. At this point, I'm thinking Baby Dragon Lumberjack's gotta be Lavaclone. The bats kind of seal it there, and I decided to just go in with a nice little fireball here. He hasn't got too much damage, only that 900 on the right tower from that flying machine and whatnot. And so here we kind of make up for that damage, and we're just chilling. The Baby Dragon's dead. We're up elixir. We've got both of our air counters ready. We want to try and get back to our fireball if we can, because he does have lava clone, so Fireball Zap is kind of necessary. And also this abomination. The flying machine gets very tedious. It starts killing off our units and whatnot. I've said whatnot twice. I'll try not to say it again. So here he doesn't go with the lumberjack, and I feel like I couldn't have defended his push if he went in with the lumberjack. Instead he goes in with like the Skarmy. I'm just really not feeling that Skarmy there. And so here we're just kind of eating up this damage, and it's beneficial for us because we haven't lost the tower. We look like we're down, but in lava matchups it's really about towers. It doesn't matter how much damage you have if you can't take the tower, because with lava you've still got to spend a whole push to take a tower no matter what health it's at, unless it's of course in spell range. Even if it is in spell range, lava matchups are very by the book. So if you don't go for a full lava push, that usually doesn't work. I know from experience. I also go with the tombstone there because I don't really want to pull everything. I just want to kind of pull a little and then also help out on the king tower. The main goal here is to get all the units separated, and I was about to say whatnot, but let me rewind that and explain the offense. But like I was saying, what that does is maybe it should have been one to the left. The point is we weren't stopping that push. It was kind of just a diversion, and we're stalling for time. We're trying to take as little damage as our king tower as possible so that he can't possibly get another Lavaclone push down. And so now I'm going to rewind it and show you what we were doing on the other side of the field on offense. So as you can see here, he goes in with a full-fledged, but we go Lavaloon, and from here, since we have double, it's safe to go Lavaloon. And I'm thinking, okay, our next move would be zap any bats. Other than that, just wrap up his push. We don't care about saving our tower at this point. It's just about not getting 3-crowned. And so that's the best way to do it. That tombstone there, the Skelly Drags, they do enough to make sure that we kill most of the units there. As you can see, Baby Dragon already dead. Almost dead. And then as you can see on offense, just the standard Lavaloon. Nothing else. And as you can see, that does take the tower. And we go with the lava here to protect our Mega Minion, because he has no way of killing our Mega Minion unless he gets damage on it from his troops. So definitely a plus there for us. And here, as you can see, he's got to take a pretty high tower, and then we just have to kind of go in with one Lavaloon push. Another thing, if your Lavaloon push is dead or dying and your Lava Hound is at minuscule health, do not try and back it up. All you do is help them build up a counter push. Your push is not going to break through with a measly little Lava Hound, you know? If he ain't got no health, don't go in with him. Sorry, I'm being sexist again. Don't roast me in the comments. As you can see there, we went with the Valkyrie because not only does that tank for a bunch of damages, I saw those skeletons on the tower and I got a little scared. I've had too many situations where, you know, I'm just chilling, and then all of a sudden coming over here is skeletons on my king tower, bats on my king tower, or something like that. And so again, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to go lava that high, but I kind of have to, or else my Mega Minion just dies. The Mega Minion in the middle there makes him go in on defense, because he can't go in on offense if, you know, there's a Mega Minion standing right there. That's kind of like going balloon into a tombstone in the middle. As you can see there, we did get a lava hit, or a loon hit, I'm sorry. And just like that, three pups on the tower. Only 2 of them make it, but they both shoot at it. So here we're just thinking fireball range. We knew that there was nothing he could possibly do to prevent us from getting death bomb. Just like that, fireball death bomb kills it. It's pretty simple. It's not simple, but also plus 41, so definitely worth it. Pretty advanced playing there against Lavaclone, which definitely isn't a nice matchup, but it's for sure winnable. I'm going to continue with the clone streak, and we're going in with another clone matchup because it's flipped again. Anyways, we're going with another clone matchup because I don't really like clone matchups. I find them very difficult, so when I do beat them, it feels extremely nice, and I feel accomplished, and it's definitely a plus. So, also a plus has been said 3 or more times. That and whatnot have to be lowered. At least this video, if not next video. Now, the main goal there was just get rid of some of those bats, so it's not a complete onslaught. And here it's looking very bad, though. We do have the Mega Minion Skelly Drakes coming in, though. He uses arrows there, so sadly we don't get any lava pup damage. Here it's not looking good at all, but the big thing here is it's another deck where he's not going to take towers without a big push. This deck is a kind of an exception because he does have the skeleton barrel, but that can be countered pretty easily. So it's not like he can get good damage unless he goes in with the big push, because I can counter his skeleton barrel if I want to. And so here we're down a lot, but again, like I said, it's not really a big deal because he has to go in with the whole ass push. So I think he goes Golem into this. I don't remember. This was a little while ago, a couple days. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He goes Golem into this. You got bats. Gonna deal a lot of damage to that lava hound, but I go with my golem. I'm sorry, God, I would never go with the golem. I go with my tombstone. I go with these skelly drags to help protect a little bit of the lava hound from them bats. Also, mainly just to kill that night witch. And here I'm thinking, what if we can just kind of go in here? What does he got? That flying machine is out. And I messed up those freaking zap on the bat, and it's annoying, but we still got the loon hit. I don't know if it would have been better if we got all the zaps. Hopefully it would have been, but I'm still thinking here, if we need to, we can go with the solo loon on his tower, because we don't really have a problem getting a loon to the tower as long as we just get ready for them bats. So as you can see here, we go with the fireball, I think, to kill both the flying machines. We do, because the flying machines are probably the #1 threat there. Because of the skelly barrel, like I said earlier, he was going to try and do to take that low HP tower. Instead, we respond with ignoring it and just going in with the balloon, and the bats are dead. So what happens there is we kind of support a huge strong lava push, and there's nothing he can do about it. So we just go opposite lane, and there's still nothing he can do about it. And now we have a skeleton dragon army on the tower, and it's not looking too good. We got a Valk down. What are you going to do? Clone your tower? Look at this. Valkyrie on the tower. Skeleton Dragons killing the bats. Death Bomb plus the Fireball. And I think one more Fireball would be enough to kill him. And so there we just tank the damage with the Mega Minion, drop a Tombstone down. You can see why I did that, because the Tombstone pops it early, so then we don't have to worry about it, and we can just deal with the flying machines. As you can see here, just a lava in the pocket, because there's nothing you can do to stop it. He did clone, and it actually got kind of close. We only got one hit, so doesn't matter though. Overall, we got the zap down, and I love that emoji because it's like actually kind of relatable. And anyways, on to one last matchup after a good win versus Clone. Alright, last but not least, I did beat one of the best Pekka players right now, Anime. He has a really good, really solid profile, so I was very pumped when I beat him in this matchup right here. And it wasn't lopsided at all. I feel like this matchup, I have matchup because, you know, I think that's just how it is. But Valk instead of guards makes it a little bit tougher. So I'd say it was pretty even considering his skill level. But maybe I'm just getting better. You see the Mega Minion come down to distract his Magic Archer there so that we can keep the Tombstone alive for as long as possible. Because the Tombstone is very clutch to winning this game. You've got to use it to counter the Battle Ram, the Bandit, the Pekka. It's just, you've got to be smart with your Tombstones. You got to protect them if you can, stuff like that. Anyways, as you can see here, he goes in with that little overcommitment. And since he went in with that Fireball there, if he didn't, I would have just left it. And he would have got some hits and damage. But since he did go in there, I decided to go with the Valkyrie because it's a 4 for 4 for Fireball. That's what I'm talking about when I say 4 for 4. So we both spent 8. And he didn't get any damage. Or he got like 2. He got the Fireball damage. That's still not really worth it. And I knew he was going to go in with another Marcher to try and kill that Tombstone. Because the Tombstone being on the board is what allows me to go in with lava, and if I go in with lava, I can take towers, and if you take towers, you win the game. That is the name of the game. Taking towers, baby. Taking towers. Kicking towers. Taking ass. Taking women ass. Archer queen ass. It's lovely. I kind of got on a tangent there. I'm sorry. The goal here is simple. Bait out the fireball. Go in with the balloon. Unstoppable. I mean, you can fireball the Marcher here pretty much because the Ewiz doesn't really pose a threat. You can do this one of two ways, I believe. You could go with the Loon first or the Skellyjags first. You go with Skellyjags first. You bait out the Loon, of course, and then you just go in. So it's the same either way. You go with the Loon first, then he fireballs it because if he doesn't, it'll get to the tower, and then you just Skeleton Dragons. And so as you can see, we are pretty even because the Bandit is very hard to stop and gets a lot of damage. So please nerf. Anyways, as you can see, 3 for 4 on the battle ram, baby. Very nice, very splendid indeed there. And now we're going to go in with just a Valkyrie and a balloon. We're trying to take his tower. And if he plays too much defense, he won't be able to defend. And here, as you can see, we kind of just tower trade. He goes all in. It's actually a lot. But here, the Mega Minion's going to carry us. And we're going to go with the Tombstone there because I don't want to take any unnecessary King Tower damage. The goal here is to get him to go the same lane as I'm going, which is going to be the right lane. So that's the goal because I don't want to have to play defense in one lane and play offense in another lane. That's kind of redundant. And also, it's going to force out way more elixir than I want it to. As you can see here, we go with the Zap to stop the charge and kill the Ewiz. Because so the Ewiz can't get any more value. Pekka coming in, Tombstone coming in. In double and triple, you definitely want to save your Tombstone. Triple, no, I'm lying. Triple is you can get back to more than one Tombstone, but in double, definitely you're gonna save your Tombstones for the Pekka and try and keep them alive with the Valkyrie or the Mega Minion on like Wall Ghosts or Bandits or stuff. As you can see here, 2 lavas are down. We fireball the Magic Archer. We kind of take some bandit damage, but we don't completely sack it. Because if we completely sack it, we take way more damage and then it'd be in a tricky situation. Here we can control the rest of the game. There's nothing really he can do, especially when he's this low on elixir. So we do win the game. Very intense, I guess, Pekka matchup. That's how they should usually go. And, you know, if I can beat top 60 Pekka player in the world, then it should be a pretty good matchup, and it should be pretty reliable for you to win this. So I hope you did enjoy the video. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching it this far, you probably already subscribed. You know I love you. You know I love you. That's probably it, because I know all y'all newcomers ain't here still. But also take a look at this profile. Baddie.